Customers who pay their bills by direct debit need better safeguards against mistakes and help to get their money back quickly, according to trading standards, they told Breakfast. Companies shouldn't put pressure on consumers to take out direct debits unless systems are in place for when payments go wrong. And they say if banks and companies don't sort it out, the government should intervene.
These days, paying by direct debit usually brings discounts. Not using them can mean penalty charges. So it's little wonder 35 million of us have signed up. The banks claim most of us are happy with the system, but consumer groups say increasing numbers aren't. Peter Partington would avoid direct debits at all costs after the problems he's had. First, his telephone company took the wrong amount from his account for months on end. And the final crunch came when his credit card company took £1,000 from his current account by direct debit for a computer printer that only cost £100.
We're self-employed, so time is money. But it's so for anyone. And we've had too many experiences of it going wrong. So, yes, I'd rather pay by almost any other means now because at least it's under our control.
These days, few of us are paying our bills over the counter at the local bank branch or by putting a cheque in the post. But when you pay by direct debit, you give the company a lot of control over how much money they take and when they take it. And even though there are safeguards, it's a bit like opening your purse and trusting someone will take the right amount. Direct debit payments are covered by a guarantee that says if the wrong amount is taken, banks have to put it right. But the government watchdog Trading Standards says it isn't working, and companies are taking far too long to sort out their mistakes.
It can't be beyond the wit of the banks and the companies to sort out a way of resolving issues quickly and with a minimum fuss and recompense the consumer should they suffer loss. If they can't do that, then the government will have to step in and make some sort of legislation to force them to do that.
But that's not necessary, according to the people who oversee the direct debit system. They say they have no figures, but insist very few mistakes are made.
Our view, and from the research we've done, is that the direct debit product is a very good and robust and convenient product that people like using in the main, and where there are problems, that the direct debit guarantee is a good consumer protection for payments that are made erroneously.
Whether the government heeds the word of Trading Standards and examines whether new laws are needed remains to be seen. But in the meantime, the advice is to check your bank statements carefully and don't assume that your direct debit payments will always be right. Sarah Pennells, BBC News.
And in a few minutes, we'll talk to Barry Plumley. He advises companies on setting up direct debit systems.